Alright, so this is just a very quick demo of building your first LLM powered Telegram chatbot, and I have a prompt here. And the goal is to have a chatbot that is powered by, by an LLM based on what I've taught. So I think the first thing, and I don't want to just use the JSON script. Let's do it from scratch instead of just copying and pasting the JSON script. Let's try and do it from scratch. So the first thing I want to do is to bring in a Telegram trigger, and I'll go to Telegram, and so not under the actions now, I'll go under the triggers, and I'll say it should trigger on message. So the moment I had it, it has brought in a node. This is a Telegram trigger node, and the first thing I want to do here is to create a credential. This is a fresh account, so I have to delete all the credentials I had. And so I'll create a credential. It's going to ask me for a Telegram API access token. And I'll do that. Just go to your Telegram, search for bot father. So once you see bot father, all you just need to do is start. Then to bring in a list of commands, or you can decide to use the interface here, open. But if that one doesn't go, I don't think it's going here, maybe because of the network. So you can decide to use the message. So you see a list of options. I want to see a new bot. If I should say my bots, I have some bots I've created before, but I want to create a new bot from scratch, so that for this purpose. So I'll create a new bot. So you say I should choose a name. I will say first tell bots. It has to end with bots. So it will right, yeah, good. Now let's choose a username for this thing. So you say first and it's an bot. Okay, let's see. Credlin and it's an bot. So that's the username. Yes. So I can add a description and all of that. So it has given me that. So it says congratulations and all of that. So I have my bots here, and I can always start chat with it. So, but that's not where we are going to. So we'll go back to our bot further, and I can say, I'll come back here and say, okay, my bots. So I have a new bot, which is this one I created. So once I click on it, I can now click API token. So it's this token I'll copy and paste here. So once I do that, I've successfully created the token for my bots. So I'm gonna use the credential. So before even adding anything, let me go to the bots and say hello. Before I send it, let's see, there's nothing here. So let's try to execute this step. So it's listening. So you see it's listening. I click execute, it's listening. So once I send this hello, how are you? How are you? It will get the message in anything. So you can see hello, how are you here? Good. So the next thing I want to do is to add an AI agent. And I'll just add this agent. And I've added it. So what we want to do is, instead of saying connect chat on trigger mode, I want to define it below. So what I'll just do is this hello that I said here, I'll just drag it. I'll just drag this so it will autofill itself, and every other new message that we send, this JSON script is just going to automatically get the new message. Even if you type a new message now, it's not going to be hello, how are you now? It will be that new message. So this one is just a script to get it. And so of course, let's see, I've defined that below. Options, I can add a system prompt. So I have a prompt here that I want to use. This is a prompt: you are a helpful AI assistant for a Telegram bot. Respond to user questions in a friendly and informative manner. So I post that here as a system prompt, and that's all. And so let's try to execute this step. Okay, so I've not added, say no node connected to required input chats, to required input chat mode. So yeah, so I have to add a chat model here. Yes, so I want to add a chat model. So I'll use Gemini. So I want to use Gemini, and I've added Gemini, but there's no credential. So I need to create a credential, and I just need to get an API key. So if you want to get an API key, you can follow this step, open docs. It will take you to anything documentation, and just click on this one, Google, Palm, and Gemini. So once you click on it, you see somewhere around that talks about Google AI Studio. So once you click on Google AI Studio, you see where to create an API key. You see, create an API key. You can follow the steps, but I have already created an API key. So let me just create a key and say new for Credit student. So that's the name of my API key. Just default. So I've created the API key, even though I have the ones I've created before, but this is the one I created now. You see the name, new for Credit. So I'll just say copy the key, and I'll go back here and paste. So now that I've done that, I'll just click save. It should show connected. Good, successfully connected. So now that I've done that, we have an AI agent, an LLM that is connected to it. So if I should run this, execute this now, it's going to wait for a trigger event. Okay, what's been up lately in the world of tech? So I'll send it. You see it has triggered. It's triggering currently. It's running. So that message entered the Telegram trigger and it has executed. We've not even but it cannot respond back here because of we've not done this last step. But once I open it, you see there's a response. You say what's been up lately in the world of tech. Can you see it? This is its response. But it cannot send this response back to Telegram because we've not done the last step, but just follow. So that means that we've been able to create a Telegram chatbot, but we now need to create an end node to send that message back to Telegram. And that means I'll just add an extra step here, and I'll say Telegram. And instead of using trigger, there was one that we used, triggers. This was the one that we used trigger at the beginning for this one, but now we're not using trigger. We are using the one that we want to send the message back. So I'll say message action. I'll look for send the text message. Good. So we see send the text message. So chat ID. So the chat ID, what I'm just going to do is I'll just drag this. You see, chat Telegram trigger. You see the chat ID. I'll just drag it there. So once I execute the step, it should send that message. It should show that message. Okay, say the parameter text is required. Okay. So let's see what's going on. The reason why is because we have not included the text. So what I'm just going to do is output here. So you see now, once I execute this step, it's going to send it back. It should send it back. So let's see, let's run it from scratch again, and wait for hello there. All right, so it has run successfully. So you see that it's replying us. So that means that it was not an issue before, so it's working perfectly fine. So what we'll do is, if I don't want this message was sent automatically with anything, I can always come here. You see append anything, and I will just uncheck this, and anytime we send a new message, it shouldn't show. So let's run it again. Let's see. Okay, tell me more about dolphins. So you should respond to us here. Yes, you can see now our bot is working perfectly fine, and it didn't add that this message was sent automatically with anything at the end because we had removed it here under the Telegram. Send the text message. Now you can see all of that is working perfectly fine. So if I want it to work every time without me having to click execute before it can work, what I just need to do is publish. So once I publish it, you see there's going to be a green mark here. That means it's always online, and I can always interact with it. Hello once again. Tell me more about anything and its competitors. So our Telegram LLM powered chatbot is working perfectly fine. So we should expect another response. It's telling me more about anything and its competitors. So let's hold on. Why is it delaying? So let's check executions. Okay, say there's an error in execution. Let's see what's going on. So there's a problem with passing that message. Okay, message is too long. That's very interesting. So let's check it again. Let's run it again. Okay, let's try to reduce it. So it keeps saying debug and it okay succeeded. So it has worked. Yes, it has worked. So you see probably there's a limit to you see this one has worked because we were trying to check. There were 2 errors at the beginning, but it worked eventually. Yes, so it's everything is working fine, and I can keep. Okay, that's fine. Let's see a bit more, and it should respond to us. It keeps executing.